Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to study about the inheritance concept in the classes. Okay, so what is inheritance? So inheritance allows us to define a class that inherits all the methods and properties from another class. Okay, so we will study inheritance with an example. Let's implement some code and then we will understand it. Okay, so these are the types of inheritance here. So there is single inheritance, that means one class inherits from the other. Then multi-level inheritance, in which like many classes inherit from each other. Then hierarchical inheritance, wherein class takes in properties from class other class, and class C takes from the same class, like that. And multiple inheritance is nothing but class C inherits from this both the classes. Okay, so let's study one by one what is single inheritance. Okay, so first we will study about single inheritance. Okay, so let's implement a simple code here. So as to understand, let's add some cells so as to get it in the above line. So let's define a class A here. Okay, and let's define a method with the name AB, and then self. Then let's write one simple print statement. Print method of class A. Okay, so let's check it if it's working or not. So we need to create an object of class A, and then we need to call it with the name AP, right? So this is how we call the method, like name of the object and method name. Okay, so as we have created the class A, let's define a class B here. Class B, sorry. Then let's define another method here, which is, let's take method B or some other method. Let's name it as, what should we name it? Let's name it method B. Okay, and then self, then print statement method of class B. Okay, so in case of single inheritance, what it does is you can inherit from class A into class B, and to do so what we need to do is we need to specify here class A. So when you specify A in this bracket, that means that you are inheriting all the properties from class A in class B. Okay, so now if I create an object B of class B, and if I call the method by the method B, then as you can see it is method of class B, but I can also call the method A here. Okay, so let's write the name of the method. So as you can see, with the name of only I have created the object of B here, just the B. Okay, but I am able to call both the methods of class B and class A. Okay, but if I remove this and if I try to call it, then it will throw an error. As you can see, B object has no attribute AB. Okay, but since I am calling it using single inheritance, it will be able to call the both the methods. Okay, so this is single inheritance, wherein one class inherits all the properties from the other. Okay, so the next is multi-level inheritance. Okay, so let's study multi-level inheritance. Okay, so here what happens is, as you can see, there are three classes and each class inherits from the other. Okay, so let's define three classes here. Class A, then sorry, class A, not like that, right? Then what we'll do is, let's define a method A here, then self print in class A, right? So let's make 3 classes here. Let's copy paste it. Okay, so let's name it class B and this as class C, this as method B, and this as method B and this as method C. Okay, so these are in uppercase, these are in lowercase, and this let's name it B and C. Okay, so as you can see, we have created 3 classes here: class A, class B, and class C. Now what we will do is we will inherit class A into class B. Okay, class B, and then class B into class C. Okay, so now what is happening here is all the properties of class A are being inherited in class B. That means class B has its own properties and also the properties of class A. But what class C is doing here, it's inheriting class B. That means it is indirectly inheriting both the classes, class B and class A. Okay, so with the help of this class C, we can call class A, class B, and class C itself also. Okay, so this is multi-level inheritance. Okay, so as you can see here, class C B is inheriting from class A and C is inheriting from class B. Okay, so in similar scenario we are doing this. So let's create an object of class C here. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll call C dot A. So as you can see, in class A, and C dot B in class B, and C dot C, that is its own class. So this is how you call all the 3 classes using multi-level inheritance. Okay, so we have just created the object of class C and we are able to call class B and class A also. Okay, so this is multi-level inheritance. So the next one is hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so we'll study about the hierarchical inheritance. What is the spelling? I get confused about this. CHSCKL. Hierarchical inheritance, right? So what is this inheritance? Let's study this. So let's go to the diagram. So as you can see here, class B is taking from class A and class C is also taking from class A, or class A is taking from class B and class C is also taking from class A, right? So we will study this. Okay, so what will happen here is let's take this classes. Okay, so now what happens here is class B is taking from class A and class C is also taking from class A. Okay, so that means these both the classes are taking from class A, right? So this is nothing but the hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so if I create now the objects of class B and class C, right, and if I call a method of class A using class B. Okay, so as you can see, I am calling class A using class B and class A using class C also. So this is nothing but the hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so the last one is multiple inheritance. Okay, so what is multiple inheritance here? So last one is multiple inheritance. Okay, so let's take this class itself. Okay, and now in case of multiple inheritance, what will happen here is class C will inherit class A and B like this. That means these two classes are inherited by class C itself. Okay, so class B cannot call class A and class A cannot call class B or class C, but class C can call these both classes. Okay, so let's check this. So let's create a method of class C here and let's call method A and method B and method C. So as you can see, in class A, in class B, in class C. But if I try to create a class B method and try to call class A, then it will throw an error. As you can see, class A we cannot call using class B, but we can call class B itself. Okay, so this is multiple inheritance. Okay, so let's get a recap of all the classes or all the inheritance. So in single inheritance, it only inherits one class. In multi-level, it inherits one by one. In hierarchical, both these classes inherit from one, and in multiple, class C inherits both the classes. So as you can see, in single inheritance, class B inherits from class A. Okay, and in multi-level, class B inherits from class A and class C inherits from class B. Okay, so indirectly class C is inheriting both the classes in case of multi-level inheritance. In case of hierarchical inheritance, class A is being inherited by class B, and class C is also inheriting class A. Okay, so this is hierarchical inheritance. And in case of multiple inheritance, so if there are two classes and we want to inherit all the properties in some other class, we can inherit using class C or whatever class you name it. Okay, so this was all about the inheritance in Python. Okay, so hope you learned something and understood something. If you like this video, do hit that subscribe button. Okay, and till then, take care. Bye bye.